What's going on, YouTube? My name is FG3000. I'm back in the place to be, and welcome to Ultra Fighters. I swear, these names get more and more creative every single day. Now, some of you guys out there might be looking at the screen and thinking to yourself, wait a minute, I've seen this game before, and yes, you have, maybe. This game uses the same exact engine as Spiritual Awakening, so the similarities are not just skin deep. All the activities, all the events are pretty much exactly the same. The only thing different between those two games is the fact that this game does not have bleach characters. Now, right off the bat, that might sound like a really bad strike against this game, and maybe it is, depending on how much you love the Bleach IP. But believe it or not, they did a pretty decent job when it comes to the characters. They kind of use, you know, your typical anime style characters, but I think they're pretty creative. One thing that's not creative is the names. Like my main character, George. just George. What up, George? Welcome to the team here. What's up, Benny? Nice. But the designs are pretty cool. We got this like half human, half cyborg dude. You got Ned. You got Megan. Carl. Hey, Carl. How you doing, buddy? Nice to see you. Nice to see you today. Here's Charles, Steven, Brittany, Catherine. So the names are a little generic. Alexander, I'll let that slide. Here's Timothy, who's a female with the dude. Whatever. You got Lawrence. So you can kind of see they use some pretty interesting anime style character designs, which I think work. Here's Scott. He also has a transformation. So Scott, after you get to rank 10, he transforms into this here. So Scott, there you go. You got Tyler, you got Edward. And then, of course, what would this game be without good old John David? Hey, John David. Nice to see you, buddy. So, character designs, they did an okay job considering that they don't have an IP to pull from. So, yeah. So let's go out, and I'll show you the rest of the game here. Once again, plays exactly like Spiritual Awakening. You even have this system here where you can kind of dress up your females and get stat bonuses and whatnot. Yeah. Oh, there's a little mecha chick there. There you go. So that system's exactly the same. There's a hot springs that you can go into. Yeah, it's literally the same exact engine. There might be some small differences because keep in mind, I've actually never played Spiritual Awakening, but I feel like I've seen enough of my boy Scion Storm's videos that I feel like the game is pretty much exactly the same. So let's jump in. I'll show you some combat here. So we'll skip through the story. Got my boy George leading the pack. Now, if you look at the right-hand corner of your screen, you see you have a little basic attack, which is pretty straightforward. But the abilities actually show you which way they will attack. So this ability right here is left to right. So there you go. This ability right here is pointing up, so it's a up juggle. And then here is an ability that hits people on the ground. So it's really easy to kind of combo your abilities together. And then, of course, there's a basic attack, and then there is the defensive ability. I recommend playing the game on Nox or on your cell phone, of course. But if you play it on Nox, you can basically bind everything to a key. So right now, I'm pressing 2, I'm pressing 3, I'm pressing 1, and then I'm pressing Q to attack, or you can just hold it down, obviously. And then I press S for my defense ability, so it works out. Also, what you can do is you can switch characters. So you bring 3 into combat, and when they come out, they do an attack. So you definitely want to at least switch to them at least once to get maximum DPS. But that's combat here in Ultra Fighters. Yeah. Thanks, George. Good job, George. So let's get back out here. So that's combat once again. Now, this game does have a VIP system, and it's already kind of annoyed me a little bit because there is a system in this game called training. I'm not sure if Spiritual Awakening has a system or not, but man, this is time consuming. So you have to do this for every single one of your characters, and I'll basically show you what it is. So if I want to get more stamina with this character, I have to do this little mini game over and over and over and then there's a bomb. So basically I'm playing like this generic version of Minesweeper. But you have to do this for every single character unless you have VIP like 2 or 3 where you can unlock quick training. But this is just too much. Like I could not see myself doing this for any length of time, even though I'm doing it right now. But imagine doing this for every single one of your characters. So if you're gonna play this game, like here it is, another fresh character, I gotta do the same thing to raise their stamina, to raise their attack, all that stuff. Just too much. So if you plan on playing this game, you're gonna have to have at least VIP 3? Is that where it opens quick training? At least VIP 2 if you're actually gonna play this game, because I could not see myself doing that longer than I just did it. Like that is too annoying. Also in this game, there is PvP. There's a combat trial as well, but I've already died, so I can't do it anymore. But it's exactly like Spiritual Awakening in that sense. There's Arena, which is AI versus AI, so I'll go ahead and show you that really quick. It's just a big cluster. Like, it's just a big, massive cluster. So all 3 characters are out, and they just go at it. So here it is. AI versus AI PvP here in Ultra Fighters. Oh, man. I want somebody to be able to cast this in esports right now. Just cast it. So, yeah. And GG. I win. And that's PvP, or Arena, or whatever you want to call it here in this game. There's a lot of other modes that open up as well. We'll go back out to the screen here to kind of take a look at them. Go back out. And there's Odyssey, Hero Legend, Path of Memory, Ration Crisis, Field Command, Extreme Warrior, Summit Duel, Unlimited Trial, and 2 coming soons. So there is tons and tons of things to play in the game. Of course, since this game is brand new, there are some 7-day login rewards as well. So I think, look at this, you get some West Souls, and then at the very end, you get Anna Soul, 90 frags of Anna if you log in for 7 days in a row. Of course, there's VIP benefits and level up rewards and all of the things that you expect from a game like this. And then, of course, there's some events, some level rushes. Yeah, pretty straightforward. So that is Ultra Fighters. Believe it or not, the game gets pretty, actually, it might not be that difficult. It's probably because I refuse to do training that my characters are a little weak. Because I struggle on some of the stages. I just don't have the power. So that's probably why. But if I got to do that, I'm just not going to play. So, but you might. So definitely check the game out. It is on Android. What's the 30-day sign-in reward? You get Clara here, which, hello, Clara. Looking good. But that's going to do it for this video, guys. Once again, this is Ultra Fighters. If you, for whatever reason, don't want to play Spiritual Awakening and you wanted to play a game exactly like Spiritual Awakening, just minus the Bleach characters, I guess, definitely check it out. So that's going to do it. What? Look at this. That's actually disgusting. That's legit disgusting. Like, okay, you're chopping up a fish, but why are you licking your lips with the fish? Like, it's not even to the point where it looks appetizing yet. It's still like bleeding on the cutting board, and you're like, oh yeah, this is gonna be good. That's a little weird. But anyway, guys, that's gonna do it. Once again, I'm FG. This is Ultra Fighters, and I will see you guys next video. Later.